Hello everyone, can you all hear me? All okay? Yeah? Good. So, yeah, Steve has introduced me, so thanks there, but I am just going to talk a little bit about myself, my background. I've been sort of playing with SEO and other random stuff for quite a long time, and since then I've worked in like various digital projects in the public and third sector, and now I work freelance for myself. So how did I get here? How did I end up working for myself? I started doing this about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was really happy in my job. There was just no chance of earning any extra money, and I wanted a few extra £100 a month. I mean, who doesn't? So I started a blog, not very successfully, and then a couple of years later, my income had increased through my blogs, and then I was made redundant, which absolutely sucked because you know, I was not happy anymore, and my new job made it really difficult for me to have any time to myself. So I set myself a goal. I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to use website income to replace my earnings. And here I am. I now have 7 websites built from scratch. I don't know why I had to look at the screen to check that. I know I have 7 websites built from scratch. But I have worked really, really hard in order to get here. So just like a little bit of context, 6 months after I started my first ever website, well, not first ever, but first website with the intention of earning money, I'd put so much work into it and basically made nothing back. And what I was completely lacking was strategy. I was really confident with search engines and making websites, but I did not know anywhere near enough about sales psychology, high-level marketing, and I was just completely, like, it was a chance that anybody clicked on my affiliate links at all, and I managed to make £23.72. I did quite a lot of learning. It was a huge learning curve for me, even though I had the sort of website content writing stuff down. I mean, I look at my content that I wrote right at the beginning. It was not bad. It was not terrible at all. It was actually quite good. It just wasn't optimized for conversion. So as soon as I had an actual strategy in place, I started to earn money. And I'm going to share some of these strategies with you today, talk about like what has worked for me and what hasn't worked, because there is a lot of people on the internet who will say, yeah, you can have your dream life, you can earn $10,000 per week when you sleep in, but the reality looks a little bit more like this if you're starting from scratch like I did. So these are 2 sites which I own. The first one I launched in September 2017, and the second one September 2018. And my first site now gets about 10,000 page views per week, and my second site gets like under 2,000. But where the arrows are on the screen, at that point they started earning the same money. So my first site, 18 months, it was earning about £300–400 a month. And my second site, within 6 months, it was earning the same. So I wasted a lot of time with my first website, and basically just, again, lack of strategy. So just in case anybody doesn't really understand what this is, affiliate marketing is earning commission through referring sales. It's performance-based, so if you don't like the idea of not getting paid for your work, then don't do affiliate marketing. It's absolutely not get rich quick. Like, I'm standing here and I'm not rich at all. I make like a moderate amount of income that I use to support myself. There is a big barrier to entry, though, that this can actually take quite a lot of time. It's a really steep learning curve if you've never done any form of digital marketing before. So this is an example of the type of affiliate marketing content which is around the place. Local and national media use it as like a really important part of their revenue stream. Almost all of this content is purely affiliate focused. These guys already have pretty big audiences though. Then you've got bloggers and social media influencers. I mean, blogging has changed from what it was 15–20 years ago, where people would just blog about their life. The bloggers who are successful these days, they know what they're doing because they are answering search queries that people type into Google. And then you've got like sites like Top Cashback, which just share their affiliate commission with their members. So if you've used one of these sites, you know that you have to click on the Top Cashback link in order to get your cash back. They are just sharing that commission with members. But I mean, I'm not a social media influencer at all, so I have like 460 followers. I'm not here to teach you how to be a social media influencer. So the type of sites that I have success with is this type of site, which is a niche site. It's not niche, it's niche. Yeah, Americans will say niche, but yeah, niche sites. And these are websites which kind of blog focused, but they only write about one really small topic, hence it being a niche site. But all of these sites were created with making money in mind. And just looking at the little About Me section from the middle one, which is a website about epilators, it says, "Hi, my name is Denisa. I started this website just to share my personal experiences with epilators." Denise is not a real person, okay? And these are not my websites, by the way. These are just some examples of them which I found online. Big shout out to Adam, because the one on the left is his. He doesn't mind me saying that. He gave me permission in advance to say that. So these are just some examples of what an actual niche site would be about, because everybody may be thinking, great, I'm going to make a recipe blog, I'm going to make a travel blog, and unless you got into the game sort of 10 to 15 years ago, it's going to be difficult for you to actually get an audience. So go for something which is a lot easier. I'm not going to read all of these out one by one, but go for something which has a small but highly engaged audience. So just as an example, like a destination-specific travel website is better than a website about backpacking, because it's just too broad, and it's a lot easier to get success with highly engaged niches. Then you need to join affiliate programs. Amazon is the most popular and kind of the most accessible, easy way to get started. And then there's loads of these other affiliate networks as well. So things like Awin, which used to be Affiliate Window, they have Etsy, eBay, so it's really easy to promote kind of any product. Most like high street retailers are part of one of these affiliate networks. Digital products are really, really good, like web hosting, WordPress themes. If you're a WordPress user, they will often have like a 100% affiliate commission for the first year, because it's a digital product, which is why if you Google what's the best web host, you don't get an honest answer, because the truth is they just have really good affiliate programs, so everybody will promote Bluehost, SiteGround, you know, the ones that will come up. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail about Amazon Associates, because it is the most popular. Links generally get tracked using tracking cookies, URLs, or coupon codes. Last click attribution always applies, so if somebody clicks on multiple affiliate links for the same product, then it's only the last one that would get credited for the sale, and there's generally a fixed time frame. So with Amazon, it's really easy to sign up. You just literally go and sign up for an Amazon Associates account, but you have to make 3 sales in the first 6 months or they kick you out. If they kick you out, you just sign up again. It's not the end of the world, but you have to replace all of the links. There's a 24-hour cookie, so if somebody clicks on a link that you've put on your site to Amazon, anything that they buy in the next 24 hours gets credited to you. So if they click on a link for a television and they buy dog food, you will get credited for the dog food. The Amazon links don't automatically geolocate, so if you have an amazon.co.uk link and somebody in America clicks on it, it will take them to amazon.co.uk. Amazon have a tool called OneLink, which means you just have to copy and paste a little script into the header of your website and sign up for each location, and it kind of connects them all together. And if you are a WordPress user, there are WordPress plugins that you can use to do this. I've put them in really small underneath the box, sorry about that. And if you share these links on social media, obviously you can't use a script in the header of your website, so you need to use a service like Genius Links, and it just tends to know if your family and friends have clicked on it, and I completely blame Facebook for that. I've had my friend is like, I just bought an Xbox and I clicked on your affiliate link, and then I'll see it the next day in Amazon and I get no commission for it. It just knows. So that's one thing. So as an Amazon associate, you get access to the Amazon site stripe, which is just at the top of the Amazon website. You browse Amazon as normal, and then you go to the top and you can create a text or an image link or a native shopping ad, kind of looks like a display advert. And then Amazon will pay you a commission. I've put them up on the screen. They pay different rates depending on the type of item that you're selling. Just remember that everything that somebody buys on Amazon could get tracked. So if somebody is going on there and buying light bulbs or batteries, you will get credited for those sales too. So yeah, this is what my Amazon affiliate dashboard looks like. This is one of my websites in the month of December. As you can see, the United States is much more popular than anywhere else. But what you should notice is that the shipped items revenue at the bottom says $14,000, and the amount of earnings I made was about $600, which is not brilliant. I don't know percentages, but it's probably less than 5%. Compare this to an independent affiliate program that I'm part of. I had 3 sales in about the same period, but they pay 20%. So made about half of what I made on Amazon with $14,000 worth of sales, which is crazy. So, I mean, it's quite easy to make a website with WordPress or whatever you want to use. Other CMSs are available. And you can create content, but actually getting people to the site and actually then getting them to convert, that's where it's difficult. So you do need traffic, but as I demonstrated earlier with my Google Analytics, you just need the right traffic. You don't need high volume in order to be successful with this, because I've got a site with 10,000 people per week going on it and one with 2,000 people, and they make the same money. So thinking about the intent behind the search, everybody is optimizing for keywords, matching keywords in their article, but are they really nailing the intent? I think that is really where people are going wrong and really where people are missing a trick, and this is the trick that I missed right at the beginning as well. And then once you actually get there, you need to structure your content in such a way that it's designed to convert. So to do that, you need to be aware of the consumer buying cycle, and this is a simplified version of it. But this is kind of where an affiliate marketer would look at the stage of the buying cycle as to who they're trying to target. And at that stage, people are looking for proof points and reviews, and you know, it's almost like, I know I want to buy this product, but I don't know which is the right one for me. That's the point where people will start Googling, like, what is the best something, 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 or product A versus product B, looking for different feature comparisons. So this is kind of where you would jump on. The methods that I use to actually get search traffic to this type of site, I always look for long tail keywords. I don't even bother with like head terms or anything like that. I always look for how does, why to, and what is the best, those kinds of keywords. And I look for things which are low competition to give me an easier job. I always look for titles to be descriptive, compelling, and succinct. Those are my like 3 checklists for writing a really good title for search engines. I've been using review schema on my posts, which shows the little stars underneath. As long as you use it properly, don't misuse it, then I have seen better click-through rates, especially when the competition are not using review schema. Quite a few of my sites are in the featured snippet, which could be good, could be bad, depending on the recent change that Google have done. And then your general link building outreach, Pinterest, if you use it. And my sort of general website strategy is to do a lot of internal linking to what I call the money pages, which are the best, so-and-so, whatever product that you're promoting. Because you can use your own anchor text, which is ideal because I don't really do a lot of link building. I tend to like build authority really slowly with a new site because especially with that Amazon requirement where you can get kicked out after 6 months, it's actually quite hard sometimes for a brand new site to make those sales. Even though it's only 3 sales, it can be difficult, especially if your domain is brand new. So start with these like informational long tail keywords, build authority slowly, and then start going for some of the more transactional keywords with buying intent. Once I've created like a really popular review or buying guide, I would keep it up to date, like every 6 months, go back and review it and add to it and change the date and make it really, really current. Yeah, anything else? Yeah. So once you actually get people onto the page, this is really key. This is how you actually get them to convert. So as soon as you start writing, basically make instant friends with the reader. You need to be like, this person gets me. They understand my problem, they're standing in the same shoes that I stood in, that I'm standing in. Write it as if you're writing to a friend, as if instead of some stranger typing into Google, what is the best something, imagine that it's your friend sending you an email saying, hey, what's this, what's the best this, I know you've got a few of them, let me know what the best is. And then write a really helpful, informative response. Loads of people say, I can't do this, I'm not a good writer. It really doesn't matter that much. It's more important, I think, to be authentic and come across as a real person because people buy from people. They don't, you know, they're not looking for professional sales copywriters, or they would have gone to the trustedreviews.com. They're looking for a blogger in their bedroom who's writing real reviews. And I always do what's called, I call it a rush box, which is 2 to 3 paragraphs down or somewhere right near the top, like a call to action that stands out in some way. It's got a box around it, or it's got a big button, or it's in bold or a different color that says, are you in a rush? Well, this is the best item with your affiliate link. So it's almost like the too long didn't read version right at the top of the page, and it will increase conversions massively. And just in general, use American English spellings. I know it probably grates on people, but it grates on Americans to read British spellings. It just looks wrong to them. So just use American spellings. If you really want to go for a global audience and actually be successful with this, then just put your personal grievances aside and just use American spellings. So transparency and disclosures, you are supposed to disclose every affiliate link in plain text before the link is on the page. So I personally, I use WordPress, if you can't tell already. I just hard code that into, I think it's single.php. I just put that in there so I know that it will be at the top of every page. And then it also doesn't use up like your excerpt or your meta description or anything else. It doesn't show as the first thing on every post if you do that way. Of course, as well, mark them up as sponsored in the code, and it used to be no follow, but now it's sponsored. And if you do this on social media, then you need to make it clear that it's sponsored before the person might click on your link. Final few quick tips then for success is please don't get disheartened if after like 6 months, 12 months, you don't see massive returns, because just like any business, you can't expect to be successful straight away. This is about long-term goals. You really need to manage your time well and make diligent decisions on how you're spending your time. Like, this is a business. And if I hadn't have spent like countless hours writing content that nobody reads or doesn't convert before, then I would have seen success faster than I did. If you can track everything with Google Tag Manager and Google Search Console, use all of the tools available to you at your disposal and track everything so that you can actually start making data-driven decisions about the content that you're going to write. And please don't cheat. It's best practice generally, so when you found a profitable keyword or profitable niche and you have a good website, don't go around telling everybody about it, because that's just inviting competition and negative attacks. And generally, it's against the terms of service to like use paid search directly to an affiliate link. They will kick you out of the affiliate program if you start doing that. Yep, so it would be really irresponsible if I said, look, this is a risk-free business, because the truth of the matter is there are risks involved. Affiliate programs can close without warning. They can kick you out. There's a screenshot of this email I got sent 5 days ago, which is from a really successful product that I promote, and they're closing their program down. So I have to find something to replace that. They could just change the commission structure by half. So you might have used to earn 8%, now it's 4%. Unfortunately, there are a lot of competition out there, and lots of the competition do use black hat practices, negative SEO attacks, reverse engineering, or building large numbers of links to your site in a short space of time. It does happen, especially with higher competition keywords. Changes may hurt your website. I had a website which was really badly hurt by a search engine update last July, and it hasn't really recovered, and I haven't even tried. And you could spend loads of time and money and literally get nothing in return. That is a risk. So you kind of need to think about these risks. If you think, great, that all sounds lovely having passive income, but I don't want to do affiliate marketing, I don't want to do blogging, it doesn't sound right for me. There are other ways there are other ideas that you could use to make passive income online. Display ads is something that I've had really good success with, especially in the last year to try and reach my goal of quitting my job. AdSense, if anybody uses Google AdSense on your website, you're not going to make money on it. You're going to make like 32p a week or something. I really recommend that you sign up to Ezoic or Mediavine, but they do have minimum traffic requirements. If you're like, oh, I'm not quite at 10,000 page views yet per month, speak to me and I can get you into Ezoic if you think like, I really want to have a go at this. There's like drop shipping, monetizing social media, meme pages, selling digital information products, if you've got a course or something that you can sell again and again and again, that could be really, really passive, especially if you've got an audience to promote it to. Or you could sell and flip entire websites, which is kind of my exit plan. I'm planning to sell my websites eventually. Speak to Adam about buying and selling websites, because I don't know anything about it apart from the fact that you can do it. And I think that is me. Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you, Sarah. I'll keep you Any questions? Sarah, I'll start with this room. You've answered everything. What about this room?
There's a question. There's a question.
I was just going to say, I think you said you'd started these yourself, sort of
Yes.
ground zero, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Registered the URL and built everything up yourself?
Yeah, completely. So I started all of my websites from scratch. I know that there are, you could outsource it, you could outsource the design and the content writing and everything, but I literally started all of my sites from zero, all 7 of them. And some of them are still quite new, like still in the hypothetical Google sandbox that some believe don't exist, but it does. Any other questions?
Any questions in here? Oh, Dan's got a question. Sorry?
Hello. Sorry you guys couldn't see me. Hello.
I just got something to sort of challenge you on. Is that you said you get more revenue from your affiliate links compared to your AdSense. And my experience is totally the opposite.
Okay.
I get a lot more revenue on the advertising compared to the affiliate links. And I give you the sort of niche some of the websites I was ranking #1 for baby names or boys' names.
Okay.
So
it's not got
traffic, but it's hard to convert them with a product without traffic.
Yeah, because there's not transactional intent in that keyword. But yeah, you could monetize with ads. If you have keywords like that that are doing really well, then ads is the best way to go. But mine were all kind of transactional intent. Any sort of blog style content that I have, I do monetize with ads. And in fact, I should have mentioned this, I don't put ads on affiliate heavy content to not detract from the affiliate links, so I disable them. Was that AdSense that you were successful with, or?
AdSense mainly, but I've used lots of those. I've used things like TradeDev, Associate Affiliates and all those.
Yeah.
But,
definitely recommend not using AdSense in favour of, use a different ad network. There are better ones. Yeah. AdSense just don't seem to pay.
And sometimes I've tried a combination of the skins and stuff like that with some other companies, and I've tried a few different things, but it's that constant.
Does it go well? Is it going well for you?
It's all right, it's just the simple side, just keep things fresh and keep on adding content every week in order to keep the organic traffic up, isn't it? It's a constant battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Dan. Is there someone have a question in here?
I've got
a question in here. Sorry to keep dragging you between rooms.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Hiya.
What would you say to someone who wants to start a travel blog,
right?
And wants to start making at least like what you'd consider maybe a part-time income after like 2 years? What would you say? I mean, you might be repeating slides here.
No, not at all. I had a travel blog. I didn't do very well with it beyond like friends and family. Really find a niche. Like I know I already said that, but general travel websites are really hard to rank. TripAdvisor and stuff like that tends to outrank them. And all of the professional travel bloggers I know are basically glorified travel agencies using booking affiliates and stuff like that. So maybe do a destination blog, like a travel blog just about one destination, and cover it in so much detail that you become the authority on that destination. That could be a good way, because I mean there are so many travel bloggers, and that is the dream, isn't it? Work from a laptop on the beach, earn money in your sleep. That is kind of what people want. But 2 years is realistic if you've got a strategy. Yeah.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Fran's go on.
Hiya.
Hey, are you obviously I know you keep your sites private, are you an expert in all of the niches that your sites are in?
No, actually I'm not an expert, but especially the first 2 sites that I launched, I did have quite a lot of experience in those areas. Some of the others are just more that I had a general interest, and it was enough to motivate me to actually write content, because writing content about something that you don't enjoy, like hair removal, it would be so boring. I would have to find somebody else to... There you go. I would have to find someone else to write that, like the epilator website. I could not sit there and write about epilators. and it's really hard to stay motivated if you don't enjoy it. So if you can find something that you're passionate about and it's profitable, then that's a winner. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone else? I got a question to finish off, otherwise we've got 2 more.
Okay. Oh yeah, we've got time. Hiya.
How important is it to generate new content? How often do you generate new content?
Actually, at the moment, I don't generate any new content for any of my sites. But I keep things updated, so I regularly will go back, do like a page review and see if there's anything new I can add, any new value. But I don't like have a regular content schedule for any of these sites. I make it look like they're really well maintained, but that is more maintenance rather than new content. Yeah.
Do you find you get a bump in the ranking because of that?
Yeah, changing the dates. So I know if you get a product buying guide like best something, it'll normally have the date at the end of the year. So if you change the date to like this year and make it look like the article was really recently published, I definitely get a click-through rate increase, I'd say, yeah. And I track that sort of thing, so yeah. Was there another question?
Yes.
Hi.
Thanks. Just an SEO question.
Okay.
So you mentioned you use interlinking.
Yes.
On the website. Do
Yeah.
you use any other methods like link building, or don't do any of that? Just focus on
No.
the page, do you?
Yeah, I mostly do internal link building. I used to do like external link building quite a lot, but I wasn't seeing a direct like income boost after doing it, so I stopped. But then I have got some quite high value backlinks to a few of my sites, which were gained naturally, and I think they did give me a boost over time. So I mean, I do see the value in link building, of course I do, but I just don't like investing my time in doing it, probably because I don't like it. So yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I have one last question to close on, a bit of a silly one.
Great.
You said with Amazon that, sorry for like booming it.
No, not at all.
Yeah. You said with Amazon that say if you're selling a product, but they go on to buy something else, you get the commission on what else they bought.
Yes.
What's the strangest item you've ever
Oh
had?
gosh.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Oh, I don't even know.
No worries.
Gosh, I'll have a look and I will report back.
Okay.
How about that? So yeah, that's me. And I know quite a few people often wonder like what stuff I use. So I made a slide with like all the different various stuff that I use for different things. I'm going to send this slide out so that you all get a copy of it. If
Are they affiliate links?
No, no. But I could make them affiliate links if you want me to. It's actually just a picture of text, so yeah, no affiliate links.